So, good morning to all the viewers and listeners on this beautiful Sunday morning. Wonderful atmosphere, great climate. It's quite cool out here. And we are at MCL Season 11 at MCC Margao. The match between the Royals and the Thunders. We had a crucial tie where the Royals and Thunders are matching each other to claim that first position. At the moment, you can say Thunders have a pretty good overall net run rate, but win here is going to take them on top. Any team which wins will be outright first. They are locked with each other in equal number of points, and it was a crucial toss to win for the Thunder side. Anytime in the morning session, all the captains winning the toss opting to field first. So that's why pressure will be there on the Royals batting. So right now the Thunders are playing with 10 players, and Paul is awaiting his chance. You can't include any player in the middle of the over. So the over has to get finished, and then you can enter the playing field, Paul Fernandes, and that's why they were awaiting that decision. Umpire clear-cut signaling that let the over get finished because the match has already started. Well bowled here, very well bowled. Is keeping it very tight. So you can see the 4 balls. It's not easy against Om Fate. I think they are very, very cautious against Om Fate because of the ability with the variations and the flight. This one tossed up, picked away on the leg side. Should get the boundary. After the first 3 dot balls, it was pitched up slightly fuller and just picked away on the leg side. Gets the boundary and starts his innings. Looking to cut away, straight to the fielder. So that's the end of over number 1. Is 4 without loss, Royals. So Roshan Naik, firm drive down the ground but straight to the fielder. Just the first ball that was faced by Vijay. Roshan will be looking to pitch the ball up. More so, looking to make the better drive. because if at all there is any purchase, you can see the towel there is wiping the ball of the towel. So there is a presence of slight wetness on this green surface. Yeah, nicely done. Watching the ball carefully and worked on the leg side. This pair has been brilliant so far for the Royals. They have given them many good starts for the Royals team, and that's why they capitalized in the middle overs, because the middle order is also quite good of Royals. They've got a lot of runs, and it's different contributions from different players in different games. So it's not relied on one particular batter, but always I say when you get a good start by any opening pair, and which is a well set pair, they are not looking to change this opening pair, and that's a good sign. And that is what same can be said about the Thunders. That's why both these teams are certainly doing well and sitting pretty at the top. The sides which are changing their opening pair every now and then, they're still not sorting the combinations, are struggling. And that's why I say keep the opening pair same, because both know each other very well, and it's not about getting the boundaries but also taking the quick singles, and for that frequency should match. Pushing firmly, looking for a single, and gets it quite easily. You can see they are not looking to hit the ball too hard, just trying to be just cautious. And I think a message must have been given to both the openers, because the conditions will be not the best for this pair. It might ease off as we go in after round number 7 or 8. Well played, down towards the third man. So that's why they are just looking at the ball carefully, not trying to hit the ball too hard. Not a bad approach, I must say, because you need to preserve the wickets as well. Because if they are rocked early with those couple or 3 wickets, then I think it will be difficult to accelerate, and the acceleration will come at a later time. So not a bad approach, especially in the morning game. It might be different in the second game or the night games, where the conditions are almost equal. Morning session, first half an hour, definitely it will favor the bowling side. First intent of going for the big shot. Good bounce there. Bending the back, Roshan Naik, and a dot ball, 2 overs gone, it's 7 without loss, Royals. Driven well there. They are change the bowling, and there was just 1 over for Fatte. I expected that, because they are utilizing him in different situations, different conditions, because he is their main wicket taker whenever there is a partnership going, and if they need wicket, Fatte's overs are very crucial. Just like you see Siddharth Ghanekar as being rotated by the Knights, 1 over in the power play, 1 over in from over number 7 to 10, and then 1 in 11 to 15, and then 1 in the death. And the similar sort of thing can be said about Om Fate, because they are wicket takers, and they feel in that as a skipper, I need 1 over just as a cushion if there is a good partnership going between any of the teams, or they are going hard against their bowlers. And that's why that overs are very crucial. So Ron Budway normally bowls gentle medium paces, cutting the ball away, and I think the skipper realized here maybe the conditions might just suit his bowling, so opting him in the bowling attack, Dr. Ron Budway. First intent of coming down the track, missed by the keeper as well to collect, and actually Samrud wanted a single, but Vijay already backed off, and his back was facing his partner, so no chance of returning for a single there. But clear cut intent, they realize that they are slightly back in this game, because 2.3 overs, just 9, and they feel that they already face almost 2 to 3 overs. So let's get going here. Might be the mindset from both the batters. Playing down at the third and gets a single. That's put away nicely, but they have kept cushion in the deep. The man stops it. A very good in-outfield from the Tigers yesterday. There were men for the shots when it's played in the air, and there were men for the catching positions, and that's exactly that in-outfield from Vaibhav Naik certainly was the highlight. It does that with unorthodox fielding setting. This is in the air, just gone over that square leg. Might not go for the boundary. Oh, he has not seen it. He has absolutely not seen it. He just kept running without looking at the ball, and that's the reason why he was absolutely unaware. He was caught in the island there, and just searching for the boat, searching for the ship there. It never arrived, and the ball kept running. And that's why you always say I need to just see where the ball is. He never picked it in the air. 3 overs gone is 15 without loss. Picks up a single on the offside, gets a single. That shot up and over, and that's gone long distance. Very well played here. He kept quiet for some time, but now he's trying to unleash himself. And that's a biggie from the big man. It's right up there. Has got the power. 22. First six of the Royals innings coming from Vijay Nagarajan. Oh, that's an absolute ripper. Beautiful ball. Pitched in and came in, and also the bounce. Looks like the effort that was put in by Roshan Naik. That's the good length. That's exactly the length I was talking about using the morning conditions. Still, I think both the batters have played very well. They were cautious. They were into the defensive mode, and they watched the ball very carefully. It's a good battle, I must say, from both the bowlers of Thunders and the batters, the opening batters of the Royals. That's what we want to see. A good game of cricket where it's intense on both the sides. And that's why these are the top two teams of the MCL season 11 so far. Well bowled once again after the six, dragging the length back, keeping it slightly back, and also a little bit of movement as well. Has played, gets a single quite easily in the end. They're moving it around just 6 runs per over, close to 6 runs per over. That's nice shot. Oh, that's in the air. I thought he pulled it away nicely, and it's been dropped by both. Well, they never gauged it and never in the comfort position there. I thought he's got a good connection, but it got the leading edge. Surprised with the bounce, surprised with the pace of the bowler. Roshan Nayak, and the big chance has gone down. I think it's the captain himself and the bowler, Sudhir Sheth and Roshan Naik. No communication. You can see then just staring at each other. I think it's all done now. Drop the catch. 24 without loss after 4. That's a big shout, but umpire just wanders off, and not a convincing shout. Certainly looks like drifting down the leg side. Rohan Badwe has been persisted here by the skipper. All the 3 stumps visible. Absolutely should not be a shout as well. That's good one. That's sliced. But man in the deep. Going for the square drive there. But they placed a good field setting here. Saving the boundaries and also keeping the man inside for saving the singles. Trying to play the shots, but it's not as easy compared to it will be in maybe another half an hour. So that's down the leg side. And they will be thinking about maybe getting somewhere around 45, or just around 50 runs in the first 6 overs end of power play. So if you think in those lines, then I feel that they need 1 over of somewhere around 12 to 14 runs. And they need to target someone, maybe this over or maybe the next one. Certainly with the intent of Samrudh Bane, it looked as if he's decided that he's just going to go on the offside, looking for those drives and not afraid to hit the ball in the air. That intent is very much clear from him. He understands that we are just going at 6 runs per over. And we already set. In T20, you don't get too much time to set, but I think playing 8 to 10 deliveries is good enough to understand what is happening on the surface. He's hitting the ball well, but he's just finding the fielders in the deep. It's a wonderful atmosphere to play cricket on in Goa at this stage in the month of December when the temperatures are quite down in the night. And it's not heated up in the morning as well. So very good conditions to play cricket. Certainly, as far as the temperatures is concerned, it's one of the lowest ever recorded in Goa for a long time. Almost 13 to 14 that was recorded just 2 days ago in and around Savarem, Kucharem, and also in Margao, somewhere around 15 to 16. 17 was recorded in Panjim. So much down the temperatures and much better conditions in the morning. So 5 gone, 28 without loss. That's a strong connection just inside. 1 bounce, 4 runs. Expected this intent from Samrudh Bane. Is looking to get boundaries early on, but this time he got it right in his half. Yeah, that's more like it. You can see he's stepping out of this crease. That's not a bad play. 32. This last over, you will be seeing more shots being played. That's nicely bowled. Getting a little bit of in shape, in deeper from Roshan. This is the 3rd over for Roshan. Is bowled well. Just could not break this partnership. Just nicely bowled. And you can see the batter was looking to give himself room on the leg side. Just trying to go for that extravagant drive, the cover drive. T20 is all about mixing it very nicely. You can't be predictable with the same length. The batters also try to move around on the crease. So you got to see and trace the batter's position at the last moment. And sometimes you change accordingly. Once again, hit in the air on the offside. Just a single. That's the problem with this partnership. The problem is Vijay is not the swiftest runner, and this could have been 2 runs if the pressure was being put on the fielder in the deep. That's a good shot. What a shot! That 4 runs, too short and pulled away. Backward square leg region and authority from Vijay Nagarajan. He's a tall man. He's a strong man. He's trying to surprise him with a bouncer there. And what a response. That's how he got to play in the power play overs. There is no fielder down in the deep there. So Roshanan should understand you cannot bowl a bouncer to someone who is as tall. You got to get it much more height. For that, you require to bend the back a little bit more. This was much easy for him. Never climbed on top. Well played. So playing a miss this time. So they just managed to get somewhere around 37. They will have hoped for to get maybe 10 more. That's a very good shot. What a shot. That's a gorgeous off drive, quad drive we can call. Just to the wide mid-off region. In the slot, half volley and drives it firmly. No chance for the fielder to cut that off. Marks the end of power play overs. It's 41 without loss. The end of 6 overs. We are done with almost half hours of play. And in comes Sudesh Rane. Well, they used him in the death overs, bowling the 3 or 4 overs from over number 12, 13 till the end. But now they realize that there is a partnership going, so they need wickets. And Sudesh is someone now who is known to break the partnerships. Also, not afraid to toss the ball. Now the field is well spread. He's got a fielders where exactly is required for him. And he expects the batter to go after the bowling. That's what I said. Because they're just going at 441 without loss, which is almost close to 6.5. and Samrudh Bharne or even Vijay will be itching to go after the new bowler, as they will feel that they are well set, and now need the acceleration coming. Now need to push things a little bit here upwards. That's much better. That's a good shot. Instead of going across, trying to go over the covers, and that's a smart shot, I must say. It's exactly what I said. And the earlier ball as well could have been hit over the covers, which is very safe in terms of the shot, as well as there is no one then in the deep. You're getting value for your runs. So after that boundary, you can see is getting up with their strike rate. He was playing on 16 of 20, and now he's moved on to 20 of 21, close to 100 now. And, if he stays for a little bit longer, you see more shots being played from his side. And now you can see the field is being changed. Just one shot is good enough to just make the bowler as well as the captain think what I have to do next. And now there is a short fine has been brought in the short mid-wicket position. There is no one down at the fine. This is much better field, I feel. Much better field for Sudesh Rane. Because if you want to play the fine, you've got to take the risk of playing across. The man is put more into the extra cover position rather than the covers. Got the inside part of the bat. Just could have chopped on the wickets. That's the variations in air and the variations in length that Sudesh Rane relies on. This field is far better now that cover drive option just might fetch him a single or at the most a couple of runs. Yes, and he gets a single there. Because if you are persisting with this particular line and length just outside the off stump, and the fine leg has been kept open, it's much better. Because mid wicket, even if you work for your runs on the leg side, that fielder will come handy. There are chances many a times the ball might go in the air as well if you close the face of the bat early. Bowling from round the wicket to Vijay. Both the batters are into their 20s, but Vijay Nagarajan is at a much better strike rate compared to Samrudh. 46 without loss, the opening pair. That should be a boundary. Oh, well stopped. Very well stopped. If it got past him, it was certain boundary. It was travelling well. Very nicely played there. Late cut. Shoes coming on time. Stretching himself. Well fielded. Saving 3 runs there. So Nitin Mayekar there. That's a good shot, and that's gone. Sailed over the cow corner region for 6 runs. Well, this is smacked over the top and smacked beautifully. Very well picked up. I told you, you are going to see more shots here from Samrudh Bharne, and that is the intent. 50 up with their 6 runs, end of 7 overs, and acceleration coming for the Royals. 53 without loss. So Vijay Nagarajan with his helmet on, and just for the reason I feel Ved bowls slightly quick in the air, and if you are looking to hit across the line, there are chances that you might get a leading edge, and the ball might hit your face. It's always better to get the helmet on, especially in T20s when you are trying to go for the big shots, the shot across the line in the square leg mid wicket region. There are chances when you're playing the sweep shot, the slog sweep shot. There are chances that the ball might hit the edge and just climb on top. With Mamre, the player of the match for the Thunder's victory, the last game for his valuable batting performance and very disciplined bowling, very economical the last time around. Missed by the batter, missed by the keeper. Should get at least couple of runs. Very well flighted. This was much better. Samrud played the wrong line, I felt. Sajish Mamre missed to collect and runs down for a couple of byes. Very well flighted to the eyelid. Yeah, playing the wrong line. Ball turned as well. So looks to be off the bat inside edge, and that's why it was difficult for the keeper to collect. But still, he was beaten in flight. Off the back foot. Single. So they have used another bowler with Mamre. They have there's almost 5 to 6 bowlers by over number 8. We've seen Om Fatte bowling that 1 over. We have seen Rohan Barve into the bowling attack. We've seen Roshan Naik. We've seen Sudesh Rane. And now it is Ved Mamre. So 5 bowlers have been used so far in the 8 overs. They realize that the opening pair is going very strong. Samrud Bharne has raced on to 30 of 27. Played across and a single. Swept away, but not convincingly. Just gets a single there. Once again, a strong platform laid here by both the openers of the Royals. When the conditions were not so easy, the bowling looked very good. They didn't bowl badly. Just that batting was very much compact. And realized that we should not lose early wickets. Strong platform laid here. Straight over the top. There's a man down in the deep and straight into his throat. Straight into his throat, and Ved Mamre strikes. I just wanted to go, I felt, straight over the head of the bowler, and he got it more towards the long off region, and a safe catch. It was travelling, but well taken. But the job has been done well here by Samrud Bharne. 58 for 1 at the end of 8. And that's out. Once again, the opener Vijay Nagarajan here looking to hit the ball in the air, and that's another one departs. So both trying for the acceleration. Both have found a fielder in the deep, and it's Dr. Rohan Badwe who strikes. So two big blows in, you can call the successive deliveries here. Well caught here, very well caught in the deep, well judged. Second wicket down on 58. Both the openers back in the hut. So Abhishek Goyal and Siddhit Rai Turkar. Abhishek Goyal gets off the mark with a single 59 for 2, and Siddhit Rai Turkar just has arrived, so he's taking the guard there. And this is a phase that Thunders need to capitalize when both the openers back in the pavilion. This is not the first instance that I've seen batters getting out on 30, 32, 34, because that 35 figure comes in the mind and they believe that, yes, I need to just get a boundary and get to us at 38 or maybe the 40 runs. And then you play the shot in the air and you succumb to that. That's good shot. What a shot there. Abhishek Goyal, no half measures, cracking cover drive. He's belted it down the ground and so much of force. He's got great swing. As always, he is an attacking player. He's never going to back down or bog down to play his shots. That's 1 in 10 that has been shown right up early into his innings. 64 for 2. So I pushed for a single. Very good batting. Kept it away from the bowler as well as the short covers fielder. And Royals also need to understand, both the batters, that they've got a decent start. Not a very strong start, or not a flying start. But here they should realize that we should keep moving. Keep moving at the pace. We need to get around 7 to 8 runs in the next 3-4 overs. And for that, you need to play shots, just like Abhishek Goyal has done. So if you try to play a few dot deliveries, that is going to play in the plans of the Thunders and the Thunders captain. Because once both the opening pair has gone back, many of the new batters will like to pick up time. It's off the bat. I don't know why he was going for that appeal. And it's a couple of runs. So definitely off the bat. And 2 runs taken. Very sharp running. 9 overs gone, 68 for 2. That's good shot. Wow, that's a brilliant hit there. That's what I said. The intent should be very much clear, and Abhishek Goyal comes with the strongest intent from all the players. Not afraid to step out and whacking the ball over the top and gone the long distance. That's what you got to do. So another one. Drive down the ground very firmly and looking for a couple of runs. Siddhi sharply turns around. This is brilliant running between the wickets. There was just a single in it, and Siddhi, you can see immediately pushing for the couple. He realized that the ball was timed very well, slightly away from the fielder, and I will just turn around and come for the non-striker's end. He was at the danger end, and he makes it quite comfortably in the end. Very well run. That's what you want to do. That's why I said first 3-4 overs, I can understand that you were a little cautious, not looking to play the shots. We're going to preserve the wickets. But now the conditions are much better for batting. They are moving towards that 80-85 in the 10 overs. And they have been working hard for that. And that's why Abhishek Goyal's innings become very crucial. Look for another single, ricocheting off the wickets there, and gets one more. No one backing there very closely. Everyone was on the edge of the 30-yard circle. Thunders need to get it much more tighter in the field. Very well run and pushing for those couples. Very, very, very smart thinking and match awareness. That's more important. You was ready for the second one and for any opportunity, and they're seizing on that. That's another one. Surely wanted to play it fine. Maybe that was a quicker one that was bowled in by Ved Mamre. He pushed it very quickly, and he just gets a single straight to the man in the deep square. Clearly, there is that intent and the strong mindset. Abhishek Goyal is not going to just well played on the leg side. Very slow in the air. This time, certainly easy 2 runs there. Well worked. Very technically sound and a very compact player, Siddhi Raithurkar. Very strong in the defenses as well as when he's looking to go for the aggressive. Require someone like that in the middle order who carries on with the rotation of the strike, puts the loose ball away. Very good pair, I must say. This Abhishek Goyal and Siddhi Raithurkar on the middle in the middle right now for the Royals team. They can play both the games. Another one worked on the leg side. Should be a single. They are milking the runs too easily and farming the strike as per their whims and fancies. His 10 overs gone, 82 for 2, and Royals going well. And that's cut away nicely. But getting a single after the drinks break. We are back live. So Om Fatte has been brought, and the reason, because I always say this is one of the strong middle order pair in entire season 11. Smart batting. Get off this over, because Om Fatte is being brought for just 1 over. I feel here, if Abhishek Goel try to whack the ball across the line, there's a chance that he can miss that armor if it is bowled by Om Fatte. So he's a wicket-taking bowler and has been brought here to bring the partnership to an end. And I think Abhishek and Siddhit must realize that. And he's bowled him. I told you he has been brought here to take the wicket. You can see he just walked across the stumps and they castled the stumps there. Castled the leg stump, and Siddhit Turkar has been done in his defenses, and that's why I always say Om Fatte has been spectacular for this team. He has picked up wickets whenever he has been brought by the captain, and that's why he bring in the smiles, and that's where they are really doing well in the field and bowling department. Siddhit Turkar hits back 7 for him. And the job has been done here by Om Fatte after bringing back to bowl his second over. Got rid of this partnership. He has done it so many occasions. So many occasions he has done it. That's why I always praise him. Get him any difficult situations. Not easy for any spinner to bowl in the power play overs, and not easy also in the fag end of the innings. But he does it whenever he has been given the ball. Bowls the right length, quick in the air. Not gives you too much of time to use your feet. Nicely worked. Gets off the mark Aditya Angli, the skipper of Royals. It's been very, very economical, and most of the batters has unable to unlock his mystery as a left armer with those pace variations, as well as the variations in the air, especially that armor that comes quickly in towards the batter. You got to be very watchful, well timed. Very nice from Abhishek Goel. If you see, he was looking to hit the ball very hard against other spinners, but he is very cautious against Om Fatte, realizing that I need to also see off his overs. So 11 overs gone, it's 86 for 3. Has played it fine and gets the boundary. Swept away very strongly there. So picks away the length and the error here from Sudesh Rani, and gets the boundary straight away of the very first ball. And that's why I say he's playing very sensibly here today. Abhishek Goyal is not afraid to play the shots against the spinners who are erring in line and length, but is very cautious against Om Fati in the last over. And he understands that that's match awareness and sense very much important for any player. That is what he has. He's quickly raced on to 23 of just 10 balls and they move on to 90. Oh wow! Absolutely brilliant. That's gone long distance and that's gone straight on to the top of the practice surface. The practice nets. Sudesh Rane has been clobbered for a huge one. Stepping out with the intent and positivity. I told you he's come with the best frame of mind from any batters of Royals till now. And he is just smoking it out of the park with ease. 96 for 3. 29 of just 11 balls here. What an innings from Abhishek Goyal. And that's what was required just to get the things going in for the Royals camp. There's another one that just maybe dragged it a little bit slow in the air as well as not reaching towards the pitch of the ball. But he has made his mind very much clear. There are no blocks in the mind from Abhishek Goyal. It's just like an open road. It's a highway for him. He believes that it's my way or the highway. And he goes by that. Aditya just has come new onto the crease, so he's definitely going to buy time. He can buy time. If someone is betting at a strike rate of more than 250, the other batter just can buy his time. Nothing wrong in that. Easily done. Really good cricket, and I say I was really interested in to see this Thunders versus the Royals game, just because both match each other very well in the batting, in the bowling, and the fielding department. And the top two positions certainly they deservingly and rightly so with the cricket that they have played. And these top two position teams are certainly battling it out. It's a small battle here before the knockout stages. 99 for 3 at the end of 12 overs, Royals. They are very well played here, very well played. Om Fate. See the plan here. See the plan. The captain, the skipper, I think Saish Mamre as well as Sudhir Sheth, they realize that the danger is Abhishek Goyal. Although he is batting on 32, and they have brought him to pick up his wicket. Otherwise, Om Fate will have come down at maybe fag end of the innings. He got the 100 up of the earlier ball with a single. Send back on time. Send back on time. Good calling there from Aditya Angle. Abhishek Goyal. Let's see the approach here because he's batting on 32 of 14. Will he take on Om Fate is what I'm interested in. Yeah, just getting a single there. Doesn't provide you too much of air to work for someone like Sudesh Rane or for that matter other spinners. They are slightly slow in the air. So that allows you to use your feet and play your shots. But Om is very quick. It's nicely done. Good forward defensive shot. They are very, very watchful against Hope Fate. Just gone for 11 runs in 2.4 overs so far and picked up an important wicket of Siddhi Raiturkar in the earlier over. Clipped on the leg side. Should be a single. I think they have decided that we should not give easy wickets here to home 40. We can target the other bowlers around. 103 for 3. They are going pretty well. The acceleration will definitely come. Was already provided by Abhishek Goel. They got 7 overs to go after this one. You expect them to get somewhere around 60 to 70 from those 7 overs. If everything goes well, it goes for the reverse. Goes for the reverse against Om Fate. He's surprised by that. And he's trying to show glimpses of his talent here, Abhishek Goel, that I can play the reverse and the switch it here for even the best of the bowlers in the opposition camp. Very nicely done. Actually, he could not get it in the gap. 13 gone, 104 for 3. And Abhishek Goel on 34. So 7 overs left here. Match well balanced. 104 for 3 Royals. It goes in the air. Will be a chance, but away from the fielder. Might be looking for a couple of runs. And yeah, he was going to get out. So he just gets 35. He just gets 35 there. Abhishek Goel. What an innings from him. He just entertained everyone here. And very sensible as well at times. He played very cautiously against Om Fate, but he was very hard and brutal against Sudesh Rani and the other bowlers around. And he got the sixes, lot of boundaries, and finishes with 35. The strike rate of more than 200, and it's 105 for 4 Royals. Brilliant innings from Abhishek Goel. I gets him. Oh, what a ball this is. Anything that gets into the defenses and knocked his stump over. And this is a big wicket here. Big wicket for the Thunders. Abhishek Goel just has departed, and you see back-to-back wickets here. Adi Tangle so loose and so casual here. Don't expect him most of the time. But this is a big, big wicket, and the celebrations begun in the camp of Thunders. See, suddenly the complexion of the game has entirely upended here. At one point, Abhishek Goyal was raging high, and Royals looked very strong. Suddenly, they lost a couple of wickets, and risky single from Aditya Prabhugaonkar. Now, Shailesh Redkar and Aditya Prabhugaonkar both were very fresh. Didn't play a single ball. Aditya just gets off the mark with a single there. See how the game changes. When you require the acceleration, they needed a partnership between Aditya Prabhugaonkar, Aditya Angle. Aditya Angle just plays a very loose shot and he departs, not having the best of the time with the batting, Aditya Angle. That's good shot. That's a very good shot there from Shailesh Redkar, making it convert into a full toss ball and firmly driving it in the covers region. Gets the boundary. That's fantastic batting. That's what you need to do. You need to capitalize on the loose balls on offer. And that's what done by Shailesh Redkar on that occasion. 1-1-0 for 5. They should understand that 150 is not going to be good enough against this team. So they need to go past 160, 165. Because the Royals also have a decent bowling lineup. It will be a good match if we say 165. Although you can see Thunders has got a deep batting lineup. They have chased some big totals easily on many of the occasions. What a big blow for the hopes of the Royals when Aditya Angle had been bowled out this over itself, because Abhishek Goyal was looking for the second there, and anyhow that risky run taken, Abhishek would have been run out, but Aditya should have responded, I felt. Anyhow, that's nicely driven. Should get comfortable too. Aditya Prabhugaonkar is a busy man. Is always busy in the crease, looking to just get the singles and doubles most of the time. Drives it very firmly, very strong in the covers. 14 overs gone, 113 for 5. That's in the air. Very good running between the wickets here, seizing on the opportunity. You can see what Shailesh Redkar is trying to do. He's trying to hit it over the covers, trying to search for a boundary there. Just could not reach towards the pitch of the ball and scooped it in the air. Good intent from Shailesh. That's in the air and just away, eluding the stretched hands, and another one slightly upish. But I already said he was looking for the shots in the covers. He feels more confident going to go in line, much less risk compared to going across. You are giving more options for the bowler. You can be trapped in front of the wicket. You can be bowled. You can also be caught if you are getting the leading edge. But in covers and long off, you are playing in the V area. You're playing straight. Well bowled, pushed in just on the offside. They're excited and animated Sudesh Rane. He's still not got a wicket. He's going at around 10 runs per over, more expensive compared to other bowlers around of these Thunders. Well bowled, pushed in much better, understands what the batter is trying to do. So he's not flatting the ball, back-to-back deliveries that are pushed in. Smart bowling. This might just be thought about couple. They lost a bat there, lost a handle, and just going to be a single. 118 for 5. 5 more overs to go. How much you expect? Expect somewhere around at least 50. If they bat well, they get 50. If they don't capitalize, then they will get 40 or 30. I think 30, they won't be happy. 5 wickets in hand. Both these batters have got good chance. Shailesh and Aditya Prabhugaonkar to have a good partnership. There is still a lot of time. There is no hurry. Because anyhow, if you run very hard and fast, you anyhow are going to get around 40 of the last 5 overs. And if you get 1 or 2 good overs in between, you certainly go past at 170. That's chipped in the air. Very nicely done. So just going to be single with Om Fateh at the long on region. Nicely worked here by the Royals camp. 5 overs remaining, 15 done, 119 for 5. Nicely played. Late cut for a single. So they shade the skipper. Drives it down the ground. This time just a single. Adit has contributed very well. He's got player of the match in one of the games. He's high on confidence. And whenever Adit is high on confidence, he makes things happen. He takes the charge. Just batting on 5 or 4. That's good batting. At least he needs to rotate. And Shailesh Redkar, I think, among the two batters, might be playing more shots, might be taking more risk here to get the boundary. If they get a boundary, they will get somewhere around 8 to 9 runs quite easily. That's a good shot. That's man in the deep. Well fielded. Yeah, he's just opening the face of the bat and played it night. It was racing toward the fielder. That shows the timing behind it. So far, they've got 4 runs of the first 4 balls. I think the batter will be itching to get a boundary here. I feel so. Looking to maybe target that covers region. Covers or straight over the face head of the bowler. Might be the safest position here. Aditya is very strong there. Clipped away nicely on the leg side. Bowled on his pads. Another single. 5 singles. Thunders will be happy with the way the things are going at the moment with singles. 124 for 5. They lost the momentum once you lose 2 wickets and 2 big wickets. Abhishek Goyal retired out, and the very next ball, Aditya Angle. I think that has tilted the momentum in favor of the Thunders. Now they need to once again. It's straight back past. Was that a chance there? It was slightly uppish. Well stopped, and he keeps it just 5 runs in the over. Very well bowled here from the skipper of Thunders. 16 overs done. 124 for 5. Twenty-three balls left here. Om Patte, the last over for him. He will still be looking for the wickets there. He's always hungry. Has played well. Should get a couple of runs. If they run hard, no. Well fielded. I think it's Paul Fernandez in the short fine leg. So far, they've got two singles of the first three balls. Last over, they got just five. So if you count 9 balls, they've just got 7. So in between 2 dot balls there. The chip in the air. Oh, that's lucky. That's lucky there. Trying to play across. That ball pitched and just straightened a bit. Square Adit Prabhugaonkar. Luckily, the fielder was on the edge of the ring. So there you can understand so far the batters it's not easy against Om Patte to accelerate. Yeah, you can defend and you can get the singles. This was definitely a boundary hitting ball if he had played it really well. Going back and across, I think his back leg never went across, and that's why he could not get that square cut. $128 for 5. Yeah, clipped on the leg side. I think they are a little bit tired. They ran very quickly when they came early on. Well bowled here by Om Patte and is 129 for 5 in 17 overs. 3 overs to go. Let's see how much they can get here. Nicely worked on the leg side. Well bowled. Still bowling well. Sudhir Sheth is not considered too many runs and very smartly he's been doing. If you see the first ball, he's bowled it wide. Understand that the batter may be thinking that he's going to bowl straight, and this time he bowled it straight under the pads, flicked away for a couple of runs. I think boundary should be kept at bay, and that is what the plan of Sudhir Sheth and the entire Thunders camp. They won't be bothered about 150. Anything above 160. That's good shot. That's over the top. That is where he's strong. Fantastic shot. Lifted it, and this is the time when you have got to take the risk here. Adit does it very strongly. It's quite strong in that covers region. Moves the score to 135. This match has been played in phases. A phase that belonged to the Thunders, then the phase that belonged to the Royals, then suddenly the Thunders. And now if these two batters can finish it off well, we will be having a cracker of a contest when you see the run chase. Anything in excess of 165 with the bowling that Royals have, I don't think so. It will be easy, as easy for the Thunders compared to the previous run chases. They will be looking to get towards that maybe another 30 runs. Trying to hit the ball hard, should get at least 2 runs there. Played it in the gap, easy to. They need one big over of around 15 runs. Need 3 boundaries or maybe a 1-6 here and there. .160, I think it will be the first target in mind. 165 the second, and 170 if they get what? It will be just. Oh, that's good shot. That might get a boundary there. Straight over. I told you it's strong. Straight over the head of the bowler and in the covers region. He gets it downtown and gets the boundary. Really belted it well and timed it really gracefully. This is a good timer always, Adit Prabhugaonkar, and this time he's picking the spots. That's more like it. 141 for 5. Punching himself in the air. He's a highly spirited cricketer, just like Virat Kohli is. He's a big fan of Virat Kohli, Adit Prabhugaonkar. Very good innings this one. 22 of 15. Need few more from him. That's in the air. That might not be a chance. They might get a couple of runs there. Yeah, landing way short of the fielder. An easy 2 runs. That's what. You got to take the risk here. Nothing wrong in playing these shots. Got pretty good runs of this over. 18 overs gone is 143 for 5. Good over here for the Royals. So 143 for 5, 18 done, 12 balls left. Let's see how much they can get. Royals, they are looking pretty good here, and I think when Sudesh Rane is here, he's in with a chance of picking the wicket as well when the batter is trying to get as many as possible. Is Shelly should come strike. That's sliced, got a leading edge, running down towards the third man, no power behind it, and the slowness of the trajectory that Sudesh Rane bowls, he just gets a single. Then the short square leg comes into the deep square leg region. Man in the deep covers brought inside. I think my choice, if I was there as a skipper, I think I would have kept the deep covers straight there and tried to bowl his slightly wideish line and asking him to drive. Just because he's strong over there, he'll be backing himself over the covers. That's skipped away nicely. Strong shot, gets the boundary. Too short, too slow. and that's been hit very well. Fabulous shot making so far from Aditya. He's picking the spots. He's not trying to hit the ball too hard. He's not trying to go for the sixes, but he is placing the ball in the gap. That's what you require from a skilled player. 28 from 17, 148 for 5. Yeah, he just missed the timing there. Shailesh Redkar was slightly slow to start at the non-striker's end. Adit was already charging down. So gets the single. Very good finish coming on the way here. 149 for 5. So certainly they will be happy now with 9 balls left. They should look for 165 now. I told you this game is about the phases that has been won by both these teams at different times. Now it's all about the finish here. They need a good partnership from them, and they have got one. But now it's all about finishing well. That's loose ball. And that's been absolutely bludgeoned over the top. Bludgeoned for 6 runs over the square leg. And wow, this is getting exciting here for the Royals camp. They are all noisy. And what a off-color day today for Sudesh Rane. He's already hit for 43 runs without a wicket here. And 155. What a partnership this is. Just love the way they have batted here very sensibly, very smart, and picked up the right ball for those boundaries and sixes. Sudesh Rane into his 4th over, and so was Om Fate. This time I may think it's a chance. No, it's dropping for short of the fielder. Just a single because it has got the quickest arm of Om Fate straight into the gloves of the keeper. 156. Now that almost the first target of 160 is very close in front of the eyes of the Royals. Now they'll be looking to get around 170. If they get a boundary of this ball, it will be much easy to get 170. Fantastic acceleration from the Royals camp. Another one. Trace a bullet. No chance for anyone. Beating both the fielders. And these are strong shots and a strong finish coming here for the Royals camp. I was searching for a boundary there and they got one. 160 for 5 in 19 overs. Adit Prabhugaonkar, what a outstanding innings that he has played. He lost 2 wickets in 2 balls. He just took singles and doubles here and there and then kept on moving. But last over and a couple of overs is all been Adit Prabhugaonkar. 33 of 19 balls, and Shailesh is on 22 of 15. He has overtaken Shailesh Redkar as well with his shot making. 160 for 5 in 19 and 1 over to go. That's what you want to see in the game of cricket. This is how T20 is played. And all the teams must learn as well. Just get a strong opening pair. Once you get it, even if you don't have the middle overs for you, which you might lose wicket, just like happened in the case of Royals with Abhishek Goyal and Aditya Angle. There is still a time for your finishers, your power hitters to get the acceleration. This is almost like a perfect innings that has been played by the batters of the Royals. With Maury. Quick ball. Worked on the leg side. Just a single. Misfield, and he'll get the second. He'll get the second there. So you can see the discipline, the tidiness. Suddenly when there are runs flowing from the batter's bat, everything goes haywire. Clumsy there. It's in the air. Should be a chance. Going over the head. Might get at least a couple of runs. Might get a boundary as well. That goes for 4 runs. Streaky boundary. Doesn't matter at this stage how they come as far as runs keep flowing. 166 for 5. What a partnership this is. What a partnership. The first target 160 has been breached. Second one 165 has also been breached. And now they are confident about 170 plus. Shailesh Redkar is batting on 28 of 17. Superb strike rate maintained here by both these batters, Shailesh Redkar and Adit Prabhugaonkar. That's Spacey, but too wide. Too wide. There's a man kept in the deep point, deep backward point, more towards the wide third man region. And now he's not going to toss the ball up, looks like. 167. Yeah, this time he's going to bowl the medium paces. He's not going to bowl the spinners. He's saying that batters are well set, so let me bowl with little bit of pace, trying to play across. Dot ball. That will happen. That just is a part of the game. Sometimes the dot balls, when you are trying to just hit the ball too hard, in the subconscious mind, you feel straight back, and that's a run out. And run out there. And that's the end of Shailesh Videkar. So 167, and Shailesh Videkar, a good job by him. Very good job. When the chips were down, 2 wickets lost. They needed a partnership here to get towards a comfortable total of 170. And things were not easy. Omphati was bowling well. But I think they just targeted the bowlers they desired, and they fancied them to take on. They did, and they got the boundaries and they got big overs. So strong partnership between Aditya Prabhugaonkar and Shailesh Videkar has just given a little chirpiness here in the camp of the Royals. They look ebullient after this partnership, and now we must certainly look how they finish here. Do they finish above 170, or do they just keep a target of close to 170? 2 balls away. That's another one playing across the line. You can see the pace there from Bedi. He's tall and he's trying to bowl the medium paces, not bowling the off spinners. 167. So far, so good. Can Adit get towards 35? Can the team get 170? Last ball from Ved. And he misses it. He misses it altogether, because that was a lot of pace bowled by Ved Mamre. But I think that's a good finish in the end overall. If you sum up, 167 is a good total here. Apart from the last over, they will hope to get 10 runs, but Ved just keeps them under 170. Adit little bit dejected here not to get towards that 35, as well as more so team towards 170. But overall, if you see 171, 67 is a pretty formidable total posted by this Royals camp. They've got a very good bowling lineup. Thunders, well, they would have thought maybe would have kept them under 160. But it's even Stevens contest when you are matching each other very well in all the departments. Certainly at the number 1 and number 2 position team here, Thunders and the Royals, you expect a battle like that. So it's a great total, and certainly we expect a great run chase here and a great game of cricket in the second innings. So highlight was Abhishek Goyal's inning, 35 of just 17, Adit Prabhugaonkar 33 of 21, and Shailesh Videkar was very handy with his quick strike rate. And if you talk about the bowling, it was Omphati was highlight with 1 for 18 in his 4 overs. Rohan Badwe 1 for 22, and Rohit Mamre 1 for 26. That was the bowling card for you. So let's see the run chase of 168 runs in just a while. 168 the target in the mind, and here comes the openers. It's Omfate and Dr. Pawan Rani. Dr. Pawan Rani on strike, and is Chirag Naik. Has been having a wonderful time. MCL season 11, Chirag Naik picking up the wickets with the new ball. So almost done it with his precise bowling and good in-swinging deliveries that he gets. Play down on the leg side, just gets a single, well stopped. And need to see that he bowls in the right length, good length areas where you make the batsman to come forward. Is placed a man at the long off region. And if the batters play well on the leg side and picks the spot, there is a man in the deep mid wicket. For the left hand, it's going to be slightly different, I feel. The man placed at the long on region. Omfate is very strong over the covers as well as strong in that mid wicket region. But they have not kept a man in the deep mid wicket. Instead, they have kept at the long on region and one in towards the extra covers region. And Chirag, if he can bowl it nicely, the only issue is he doesn't have too much of pace. He swings the ball nicely, but he has picked up a lot of wickets here in this season quite early, picking up so many openers with his swing bowling. So breaking this opening pair is very important. 168 is a decent total, but you have seen 180 is being chased. So for that, if Royals have to win it, they have to just be tidy and disciplined throughout the 20 overs. It's a formidable batting lineup of the Thunders. And that's easily given away the second run. There was no backing there. There was no backing. Just a slight fumble there inside and just a touch away from the fielder, and that gives the second run. Got to be careful of the fact both these openers are a pretty good runner between the wickets. They're quite young, good, strong running. That's exactly the ball I was mentioning. How did that miss? Absolute ripper here. That's a perfect length that I always said, the good length. They were getting the in-swingers and the batter early on into his innings where they don't move the feet nicely. This is the length. Even if you don't have the pace, so much of in-swing, if you can bowl consistently in that channel, well, Chirag Naik, I always call him ace without pace. As in the air, just over the top. Slightly full, slightly, and he flashed it very hard. A strong drive, upish, but very confident. So gets the boundary. End of 1 over is 8 without loss. I floated it outside, a lot of width as well, and full extension of the arms from the batter. So Rohit has been introduced. I thought they might be using a spinner at in with the Chirag Naik. Rohit has been opted here by the captain. So let's see how they go with this particular plan, having the medium pacers in together. And not the best line. Down the leg side. So got to be careful here because it's a left and right hand combination. If you are bowling straight to someone like Omfate, is very strong on the leg side. There's no protection on the deep in the mid wicket region. Got to bowl the right lengths here. This is a very, very strong batting lineup of the Thunders, the strongest in this competition so far. amassed a big total batting first and also chased the big totals quite decently. That's straight over the top. I told you he's very strong in that mid-wicket region, and that's gone for 6 runs. That's gone the distance here. That's why I said that there should be a man to protect in the deep. Anything that's full is going to whack it, and he gets a lot of wood on it. Fantastic timing. If there is a fielder there, it was certainly now that they have been reactive after that shot being played. Must see the fielding that was set for home footy by many of the teams. There was always a mid-wicket region. When you play or bowl straight to him, he just picks it away on that cow corner region. Now that man in the extra cover has been brought inside. I thought maybe just spinner here would have been much better rather than both the medium paces. Straight back. Not well timed, but just going to get a single. Looking good here. Om Fate has already got a start. He's got a 6. And when he gets a boundaries and the 6 is quite early, he looks even more beautiful with his feet movement and good timing. Need to break this opening stand, just like the strong opening pair of the Royals. Just inside the guideline. Because once a platform is given here by these two teams, foundation has been laid, and it becomes easy for the middle order just to capitalize on the strength. And they are not, they will certainly not be afraid to play the shots here in the power play overs with the fielding restrictions on. That's it, straight back in the air, but difficult chance. These are difficult chances. You sometimes tixie on your hand, and sometimes it spills out. Because he hits the palm strongly, and once you hit the palm strongly, it just comes out. That's poor bowling down the leg side. Poor bowling there from Rohit, and it might run down for 5 wides. Yeah, this is a gift here. Advance given to the batter. There's an appeal from behind the wickets, and not the best over here from Rohit. He has been haywire, straying down on the leg side for both the right-handed and as well as the left-handed batter. This is much better when keeper is standing behind. 21 already on the board with the ball left in the over number 2. So they got a good start here, the Thunders came. Two overs gone, 22 without loss. Chirag Naik. I think Chirag should continue. He's at least bowled on one channel. Someone like Rohit has been bowling on both sides. Not easy to even set a field for the captain. when you're bowling like that with the new ball, wasting the new ball, I certainly say. Instead of that, a spinner is much better to be brought here. Maybe a 1 over from the skipper Aditya Angle. Yeah, bowl well. Bowling according to the field. He's trying to just swing the ball, trying to bowl ball in the full length area. Clipped away on the leg side, worked well. The ball came in sharply. Just because he doesn't have too much of pace, the batters get little bit of time. But it's certainly very effective. If you try to play the wrong line, if you try to play across, you can be quite handy on this wicket. Swingers are always difficult to counter rather than the pace for any of the batters, the top order especially. That's belted, whacked. No chance for the fielder to cut that off. Slightly short and he pounced onto it. This is a great shot. Picked the length early, and that was the reason why he could just smack it away from the fielder. Tremendous force, great connect. That's why he's dangerous. He picks up the length quite early. Home Ferte in the power play overs, very effective as batter. Another one. This time he finds the fielder in the deep. Certainly I feel the way they are batting at the moment, you can't blame Chirag Naik just because he has been bowling in the right areas. Apart from that, not too many extras given away. Maybe over from spin from maybe over number 4. We can just think about getting a spinner, and maybe both the batters are batting so well against the medium pacers. The ball is coming nicely. Apart from one delivery that was absolute ripper from Chirag Naik, there was hardly any scare for both the batters in the first 3 overs. Thunders are going great guns here. 31 without loss in 3. So immediately you can see Abhishek Goyal introduced, as I was talking about the spinner, especially against Dr. Pawan Rane. He will be much effective. Bowls well, and he can bowl the variations in the air and off the length as well. A quicker one. That's well bowled. Well bowled. That was not a leg spinner. That was pushed in straighter. This is the pace variation that I was mentioning about. He's smart in that. This was bowled with a finger straight, not with the wrist. So 3 dot balls, and that is what is going to bring in the change. A little bit changes in the thinking from the captain. Well batted. There's a man down there, and it runs away from the fielder. Well picked the spot very nicely. It was a risky shot, trying to go across the line. It was sort of trying to free away from the clutches of the bowlers who has bowled 3 dot balls. Abhishek Goyal just a touch fuller maybe. Picks the spot nicely. Dr. Pawan Rane. 35 without loss. I think he should not be bothered about this boundary because he's been bowling well. The slice straight to the fielder in the very good recovery by the fielder at the backward point. Good over from Abhishek Goyal. Just a boundary, but you expect that, trying to break free after those 3 dot balls from any batter. It was not the most convincing looking shot. Excellent over from Abhishek Goyal. 4 overs gone, 35 without loss, just a boundary coming off that over. Chirag continues. That's not timed well. That's a much better length. He's trying to play across to Chirag, who is swinging about the ball into his 3rd over. And now I think they want to put a man in that cow corner region, getting the extra cover protection inside. Adi Tangle is keeper, the best fielder in this game, the most safest. Difficult chances, difficult catches has been taken. That's why he's patrolling that. Looking to push for a couple of runs. Siddhit is very good fielder. Run out opportunity, directed, and it was gone. Risky double there. Slightly slow of the box. Maybe a Siddhit Raturkar to start, to begin. And I think the throw should have been more towards one bounce rather than direct. One bounce becomes much easy for even the bowler to collect it. These are the small things that you need to improve upon. A direct hit, it would have been curtains. He was not even in the frame. Lovely bowling. Good bowling. Trying to bowl full. This should be comfortable couple, I feel. Yeah, that's much better. That's more like it. It's improved on the previous, but I think it was far away from him. Just did not time the ball. Getting couple of runs. Nothing wrong done by the fielder there. Should be a single. Excellent bowling from Chirag Naik. It's intentionally, this is precise bowling. When you got to know your strengths, that my strength is in swing bowling. So he is persistent with a full length, never try to bowl short. And you might be hit for boundaries, but at least you are also creating a chance, giving yourself the opportunity to pick up wickets rather than bowling short because you don't have that much of pace. I call him ace without pace, as he has brought a lot of laurels from him as well as for the team early on. It firmly and yeah, slightly slow. The fielder at mid-on region should be more aggressive. Shailesh Redkar getting a single, 41 already posted on the board. This is the 5th over. Not a boundary so far in this over, but they've got couples. They got runs of this over, no doubt about it. Trying to whack the balls. Once again, the timing has been missed. Pushing for 2 runs there. This time, send back on time. So just going to be a single, and it's the 24 runs have been taken off Chirag Naik's 3 overs spell. 5 overs done. Thunders 42 without loss. That's in the air, just over. Might get a boundary once you get it over the fielders there. Well, not the best of the shots. He just got lucky over there and gets the boundary towards the backward point region. Abhishek Goyal has been asked to bowl over number 2 in the power play overs. The 6th over. Umfate is not afraid to play his shots. He is racing at the moment. He's worked hard. He's got a lot of couple of runs in that 24. Not all the runs that he has got off the boundaries or the sixes. The smack down the ground, but straight to the fielder. .47 without loss in 5.2 overs, and Dr. Pawan Rane. That's in the air. And will be taken. Oh, that is brilliant. Absolutely magical here from Rohit. What? Rohit Salgaonkar. What a catch this is. The best catch I've ever seen. Not towards his strong side, it's towards the left hand side. The ball was dying down, going away from him, stretching himself. Amazing catch. Absolute reaper. It's all got the entire Royals camp in a huddle there. And they were certainly ignited after that unbelievable high catching. Super. Call what you want. It's one of the most difficult catches taken one-handed. One-handed stunner there. You can see the replay once again. Slides it towards the backward point. And yeah, very good catch. It's all very, very happy and excited after that catch being taken. Why not? That has brought in the first wicket and breaking this opening stand, courtesy of a brilliant fielding performance. I say the fielding becomes the important asset. That's why that fielding can change the entire complexion. So Abhishek Goyal's persistence of bowling the second over has reaped rewards here for the team of Royal. Yeah, it requires some brilliance like that when the things were going in towards the batting side. Totally. They were looking in no trouble whatsoever. And Abhishek Goyal looked effective against Dr. Pawan Rane. He's made him to play some false shots, and this was also hit uppishly. So Royals were now, they got their time to get back into the huddle and discuss about the further proceedings. Just drifting down the leg side, in comes Sailad Palkar. So 1, 2, 3 has always been the same for the Thunders. They are consistent with their approach. Well bowled. Very well bowled. Much better. That's the line and length got to be bowling, and bowl few dot balls. Keep fielders closing. In spite of the end of the power play overs, I feel there should be 5 fielders very close, especially for Sailad Palkar. And try to make him do something different. Rather than going to the defensive, she'll keep the fielders, all the fielders deep, the 5 ones. Single to get off the mark on the offside in the extra covers. Omfort is betting on 25 of 13. Got to rotate the fielders when it's the left and right in combination. Straight over the top. Is it a chance? No, one bounce. Siddhit Raiturkar has been kept busy at that long on region by Omfort. A lot of balls have gone straight, but he has done well. 6 overs gone is 50 for the loss of 1, the Thunders. in pursuit of 168 runs posted, the target by the Royals camp. Straight over the top and one bounce. $51 for 1 in 6.1 overs. Now the field is going to be much relaxed. Open field can be set. So one player in the deep. I felt maybe one more extra fielder could have been put here for Silard or Parker just to stop those singles, especially in the mid-wicket region, and ask him to hit across, especially towards the square leg. That's much better. See, he's not moving his feet. His front leg is not moving in line with the pitch of the ball. And that's why he's just firmly rooted in the crease and trying to just play with his hands. Down the ground for a single. If you bowl him slightly away and a fuller length, I think it will be pretty effective against Sahil. If you don't move your front leg towards the pitch of the ball, it's very difficult to drive at the long off and in the covers region. He's trying to just play at the long on and mid-wicket region. That's because he believes strongly in his hand and eye coordination, the strength of his hand movements. Wrong ball there. Would have certainly been more runs if he had connected that. Om Fatte. Got to be careful there, the bowlers. Got strong batting lineup, the Thunders. Got Ved Mamre, they've got Roshan Naik who are in good form. Saish Mamre is yet to get a handy contribution from his side, but is also a decent player. They've got match winners in different positions. Thunders, very good auction, I must say, was done by the Thunders camp, getting the right mix for their calculations for their team setup. 7 overs bowled, 54 for 1. That's bowled well. Aditya Angle, skipper getting him to the attack, and he's going to be quite handful, I feel so, because of the first ball itself. You can see the ball turning. Lot of revolutions on the ball. Only Aditya Angle can do it with the amazing skills that he has. So if you get lot of revolution, if you got to get lot of turn, only thing you got to bowl is the right areas, the precise bowling that is required to pick up a wicket. Driven nicely. Not a problem. I think he has bowled first ball, 2 balls, dot balls. And now we can stop the boundaries in the next 3 balls. And if he concedes somewhere around 3 to 4, I think it's a good over for the Royals. That is what they need to keep doing. Not getting the wickets, then you got to see that you bowl few dot balls. Siler Parker, you can see is very slow so far, playing on 4 of 9. He can recover later on, but that also gives to sneak in an opportunity of picking up a wicket. Well bowled here, very well bowled. You can get the turn there. The ball is definitely turning and doing a bit spinning when Aditya Angle is bowling. Crucial phase of this game. Next 3-4 overs. If they can get in a wicket here, Royals, then certainly they will get other batters in early. But if there is a partnership flowing and if there is a great finish to the innings of Om Ferte, then acceleration will definitely come because Om is batting on 28 of 17. He will be looking to take the charge and trying to finish with somewhere around 38 to 40. The way he has been going so far. Oh, that was very close. That ball was not to be played. You can see that pace variation. This was pushed in by Adit. Not too short as well. Not the right shot for this particular length from Siler Parker. Somehow gets a single straight on the wickets. Bat coming on time. Just conceding 3 runs. So you should think in the lines of at least giving a max 1 run. That will be a good over here for the Royals. Looking to take the charge. Will be just a single. Advancing down. The single to finish that over number 8. Good over from this keeper. Just for taken off that. It's 58 for 1 after 8. A good bowling there. Good bowling, and this is much better here. He's got a protection on the mid wicket, square leg, long on. You can keep this field for Umfert. He is not not seen shots over the covers. He has done it in the past, but I've not seen today. Maybe he's playing with strong bottom hand and is backing himself to play on the leg side and get those big shots, scoring shots on the leg. Straight over the top, and yeah, no chance. No chance. Advancing down and trying to hit with the straight face of the bat. Beautiful timing and a good shot. Omfate has raced on to 33. Nothing wrong with the ball there from the bowler, but it's a well set batter trying to take the charge on against the bowlers. He moves on to 33 of 20, 62 for 1. He'll be looking to have a strong finish. He'll be looking for a big one here. Pushed in quickly, nicely bowled. Saw the intention, not flatting the ball here. That's what you require. Game awareness and the match situation is very much key here for the success of individual as well as for the team. Poor bowling down the leg side, should get a boundary. The ball is racing and certainly will tickle over for 4 runs, and that's another 35 here. So definitely of the bat, the correction has been made by the on-field umpire, and it's a boundary given, and that's the finish to this innings. So Roshan Naik walks in at number 4. .66 for 2. It's driven nicely. Strong shot here. That shows the form that he is in. Immediately the timing, the ball racing to the fielder at the long off region. Taking a single in the deep. So good finish from Mumfate for his innings. Another brilliant 37 runs from his side. 9 overs gone, 68 for the loss of 2. Roshan Naik and Sailad Palkar in the middle. And we have got one more over left here before we go into the halfway mark of the innings. Well bowled here by Adityangle. And that's going to be the length and line here, because bowl it slightly outside. You can see his front leg is not moving. If you bowl close to his body, he's going to play on the leg side. Float it outside, much better. That's a single down the ground. .69 for 2 with Roshan Naik, the man in form here for the Thunder's team. Clipped on the leg side. So after Om Fateh has gone back, it's not that they don't have batting. They've got pretty good batting. But here is the Royals' time now to put pressure on the batters in the middle. Just try to give concede somewhere around maybe 4 to 5 runs. Adit is bowling well. He started well in his spell. Keep it over there. Keep it over there. Not close to his body. Just float it just wide outside the off stump. Stop the singles, I feel. If for someone like Aditya, who is very precise in his bowling, got a lot of experience, and he can consistently bowl on that channel, you can get a fielder inside. Well bowled once again. Might be looking for a couple of runs. And fielders coming in, charging towards the ball. And Aditya is direct hit. Direct hit. Might be referred. But Roshan is very confident. Roshan looks very confident that he is grounded. So it might be touch and go, because the keeper knows it the best. Throw coming at the keeper's hand. It was a direct shot at the stumps and hitting the middle stump. Excellent piece of fielding. So got to see here. So let's see, the direct hit might be much closer than you expect. Roshan Naik, has he grounded the So not out is the call. So yeah, that's exactly how I got to stretch, and that's why Roshan was very confident that he certainly made it in. So 2 runs taken, very good running between the wickets there. $73 for 2 in 9.5 overs. That's good bowling. That's good bowling. Very good. I think that's the precise area that I was mentioning. So Aditya Angle, the skipper of Royals, is into a very good rhythm here. He's bowling well. 74 for 2 at the end of 10 overs. Thunders in pursuit of 168, the target. So last 10 overs. And the match is very interestingly poised here at 74 for 2. Abhishek Goyal introduced back into the attack. They have got Shailesh Redkar, who has bowled a couple of overs. They can also use Aditya Prabhugaonkar, who is quite handy. So just the 1 over for Rohit Salgaonkar, and we might not see him. This is big appeal. This is big appeal. Well, it has been referred on top, but I think it's grounded. Yeah, the ball was slightly away from the keeper. He did a good job, but you can see they are not that confident enough of this appeal. I think the dive must have saved him. So third umpire is having a look at the decision here. We are still awaiting. Well, Siladol Parker is very much confident that he has grounded. So he's looking at the square angles and you want to be absolutely certain about it. So not out is the call. Trying to play across the line. Another tossed up delivery. That's well fielded. Very well fielded. That's what you require in the Royals game. You can see Aditya Prabhugaonkar immediately just applauding this effort from his bowler Abhishek Goyal. That's nicely played, but just going to get a single. He is not someone who is very strong when the ball has been kept away from his reach. Adit Prabhugaonkar, you always see a very excited, animated version whenever the fielder or the bowler does well. Almost like Suresh Raina and also Virat Kohli when we talk about the international level. That's a short ball. That's gone. Well, that's been absolutely clobbered over the top. Suddenly come out of nowhere, short length, and has been pulled away. And pulled away in a big way. What a strike. That shows the sign and the form that Roshan Naik is in. That's much better. That's got you got to be concentrating on. You can't bowl short to someone who is in full form and full flow. 11 overs gone is 82 for 2. Thunders are looking confident of this run chase. But the Royals will have their taskers out, and let's see the bowling changes that are being brought here. After his flamboyant innings and a great finish, Adit Prabhugaonkar has been brought to roll his arm over. He's always the man with the golden arm. And not only once, but I've seen him on many occasions, does it and brings the much respite and much needed wickets here. Can he do it one more time? 82 for 2 in 11 overs. The game going very well. If you talk about the asking run rate, just around 9.5, which is not difficult. They have done it on the previous occasion. The last time around, wonderful run chase that was against the Avengers. There's slightly away. You can see he's not going for the cover drive. The bat phase is closing because his front leg is not reaching towards the pitch. So drives are not coming from Siladol Parker rather than strong bottom-handed shots at the long on region. He's playing with strong bottom hand, looking to hit the ball more harder. Slightly a pitch, but straight to the fielder in the point, Chirag Naik. Good start here from Adit. He's bowled well, and he's not the one like the off spinners. He's just going to bowl medium pacers and just floaters out there. He just relies on line and length. Just plain simple things by Adit Prabhugaonkar most of the time. He's not a sharp turner. He doesn't give too much of revolutions on the ball. Neither he turns it sharply. That's straight back. Well, that was very hard. You can't blame him. That was hit very, very hard. crisp striking. Although it was a pitch, I think certainly needs some attention there. He's just getting himself back. I think definitely must have pained. Definitely must have pained. Struck it really hard. Well, that face, you can certainly say, is in agony there, and physiotherapist has been asked straight away. So Roshan Naik, that's always I say when you are in form, he's timing the ball so nicely and so beautifully. The ball was racing to the fielders, and once you are confident with runs behind your back, you look much better. See the shots coming in the same region here for Sahil, because he is playing with strong bottom hand. Adit's job is just to concentrate on the tight leash and just hope that batters make the mistakes. He relies on batters making the mistake. He is not going to do too much in the air or off the wicket. This is in the air. This is a big chance. And that's drop. Can you believe? I told there will be some error coming the way. And Shailesh Redkar at the long on region. He almost took it. As fielded out in the second attempt. Told you Adit comes with the golden arm. He almost did it over there. Getting important wicket of Roshan Naik. That's why you need to have good fielders in that important position. It's not that Shailesh Redkar is bad. But this was a chance that should have been taken. It should have been grabbed. That's another one straight over the top, but still missing the timing. Sahil Parker. Well, they won't feeling bad if they are conceding the singles here. Someone like Adit Prabhugaonkar does a good job. Just concedes 5. A chance to run down at long on. Is the end of 12 overs. 87 for 2. So here it is, 6 bowlers have been used, but just the 1 over for Rohit Salgaonkar. In fact, 7 overs, 7 bowlers have been used. The straight over the top, there's a chance, no, it's sailed. Lot of timing and lot of power behind that shot. And that's a great beginning of the over here from Abhishek Goyal for Sahil Parker and the Thunders. Thunderous strike from Sahil. He believes in more power, masculine shot. And now pushing it hard. That's more like it. After getting the 6, rotate the strike, getting the single. That's floated outside, wide call. Well, that was a big chance that came at the long on the region. The Thunders just maybe they needed because just the 2 wickets that has gone down. And they are striking it really well, the batters of Thunders. I told you 170 also won't be quite enough. Considering the strength of the Thunder's camp. Royals have not bowled badly either. It's just that some chances should have been taken, especially the earlier one of Roshan Naik. Just that 1 wicket gives you another one quickly. Single taken. Good over here, this one for the Thunders. Abhishek Goyal has conceded 30 runs and picked up 1 wicket. That's good cricket here. After getting the 6, at least you should count it for 10 runs. The asking run rate is somewhere around 9.5. If you get 10 runs, I think the job well done in this over. 98 for 3, just too short of the century run mark, and 168 being the target, so another 70 runs away. That's a dot ball. That's a dot ball here to finish his spell. 31 runs and a wicket for Abhishek Goel. 13 overs gone. It's 98 for 2. 70 runs needed in the last 7 overs at exactly 10 runs per over. It's in the air. No one there. No one down there. So Roshan Naik is just trying to accelerate, understanding that you need to get 10 runs per over now. That's not a wrong call here. He is well set. He's betting on 17 of 13 at a strike rate of more than 100. Is already clobbered 2. 6 is huge one. And now he's up. This is a phase that you need to capitalize and accelerate. Just get this asking run rate down a bit. That's in the air. This should be a chance. And taken very well. Bowling out of the reach, away from the arc, hitting arc of Sailodal Palkar. I told you he's not strong on and the long off region, and he recovers. He tried to just smoke it and got a leading edge without the feet movement, and was taken very nicely by Abhishek Goel. Adit Prabhugaonkar, always believe as the man with the golden arm, he once again struck and break this partnership as Sailodal Palkar departs. It's 99 for 3 in 14th over. This is so 100 runs up here for the Thunders came 100 for 3 in 13.3 overs. Adit Prabhugaonkar picking the important wicket, and Ved Mamre has arrived. It's chipped in the air. It's been very effective today. But they just utilized 6 bowlers, mind you. They have just bowled 1 over from Rohit. So got to see here what are the other options left, or whether he'll be utilizing Rohit back. Let's cut away to the man in the deep. Yeah, he's always takes it little slow. When he begins his innings, he's very watchful and doesn't take too many risky shots. So Venkat Biche is one more option that can be utilized, but he is medium pace. So Yogesh Naik, the ex-president of MCC, is not in the side. Big single taken inside. Yudkardo though is the keeper. Vishesh Karo is not there. So if we talk about the options here, Siddhi doesn't bowl. So Rohit, I think they can opt with Venkat Biche for 1 over and just see. And they can just select between Venkat Biche and Rohit Salgaonkar, who is going to bowl the third over. It depends upon how well Venkat Biche bowls that 1 over. So 103 for 3 in 14 overs is 65 needed in the last 6 overs at 10.83. So next into bat, Sudesh Rane, Saish Mamre. Saish Mamre is a pretty good batter. Saish and Rohan Badwe has the capacity to accelerate and play those big shots. But I think the match is dependent on this partnership. It's crucially dependent on this partnership between Ved Mamre and Roshan Naik. If anyone departs at this stage, and especially I will say Ved Mamre, if Ved Mamre goes out early, Roshan anyhow was batting well. Even if he gets 35, he will get another baton soon. So Ved Mamre is going to be the key, just like the previous innings where he really finished off very well and got the asking run rate way down with his blistering shots. I think he is going to be the key here. Next 6 overs, 65 needed. 7 wickets in hand. But the run chase is the pressure to handle. The bowling changes. Suddenly you play the wrong shots. Some moment of brilliance. Slightly floated outside. Appeal there. Maybe bat hitting the ground. Not convincing at all from the for the umpire to raise the finger. So Shailesh Redkar. Third over for Shailesh Redkar. I think Aditya Angle should be bowling fourth because he has bowled well today. They won't be too dejected here if they are getting giving the singles. Consider singles, especially to Roshan Naik. Expected this cracker of a contest between the two teams which are at the top of the tables at the moment, and that's why I was very eager to just do the commentary here. So many tactics, so many tactical changes being brought, and that's what you got to be proactive as well as the skipper. That's what they have done. Oh, what a shot! What a shot! This is absolutely monstrous from this tall, strong boy of the Thunders. This has gone a long, long distance. It's hardly got a big flow of the hand there, but that's a strong, strong connect from the mighty Ved Mamre. Nothing wrong done by the bowler there. Nothing wrong. 110 for the loss of 3. That's the strike they were required. And that's why Ved Mamre is a very, very dangerous player in a situation like this one. Straight to the fielder. They don't run. It's Aditya Angle. Ved definitely knows that he's got the best technique to pick up and throw. Driving there, might be getting easy couple. He has placed it really well. Roshan Naik is tired. That's why you don't see that 2 runs. Spent some time. Not young as compared to Ved Mamre. Is also very strong. 15th over, 111 for 3. It's cut away straight to the man, but they get in a single. Adit Prabhugaonkar fielding, but yeah, keeps it down to a single. 15 overs. What a good contest here between the two of the best teams of MCL season 11 so far. And this is the 6th game for both of them. They have won 4 each. 4 victories for the Royals, 4 victories for the Thunders. Thunders are slightly better with the roll or net run rate. Royals are just at around 2nd. This is going to just finalize the qualifying criteria for these two teams. The win here is certainly going to make them qualify straight away 56 needed of the last 30 balls at an asking run rate of 11 runs. I know many are watching this game. It's a beautiful and keenly fought contest, highly spirited, because the top place is up for grabs between the two best performing teams. The right call. Adit Angle, he should take the charge. He's a skipper, he's a leader, and he's coming to bowl over number 16. That's nicely bowled, very nicely bowled. That's not too short length, not very short, trying to just go back and pull it away. Good pace, I must say, from Adit. Now the fielders also need to be very much alert to the situation, because not only the chances will come their way, but also need to stop the couple of runs when the ball is hit outside the 30-yard. Ved Mamre, this is going to be a great contest between the young boy who is rising and already well set. Adit certainly knows what Ved is capable of. He's already seen one instance of the strength of Ved Mamre with a shot over the top at long off. In the gap and gets the boundary. Gets the boundary. There is no chance of stopping the ball. Cut away and cut away sharply. I think more effort should be given by the fielders there diving. It went right in between, bisecting. A perfect bisector here from Ved Mamre. Adit absolutely livid with the effort from the fielder there. Adit Prabhugaonkar. He thought that it will be stopped by Chirag. Chirag was thinking maybe Adit should have dived there. But well placed. Very well placed. Very well timed. Just pushed on the offside. Just getting a single there. Knows the call from Roshan Naik. Just to keep the things tight here. Very tidy. They've got bowling options. And I think Venkat Biche might be used, or maybe Rohit, depending upon what the captain feels. Maybe the next over they have to get him, or over number 18 and 20. Adit will be bowling this over and maybe the 18th over. Let's see how they are doing this one. The calculations. Picked away on the leg side and well fielded. Just going to restrict to a single. Good throw from the deep. This is what the fielders have to do. Curtail the boundaries. And also the angles exactly where you need to position in the hotspot regions. That mid wicket, long on, mid and cow corner region. Very important. Square leg as well. Excellent bowling there. Oh, that's a lucky runs there. Ball is racing down towards the fence, not the quickest of the fielder, and it's been stopped slightly inside and 3 runs taken. Well, nothing wrong done by the bowler. He actually squared him up over there with that length as well as the touch sharp turn. 3 runs for Ved Mamre, and that's the end of over number 16. It's 122 for the loss of 3. So that's how last 4 overs is 46 runs needed of the 24 balls. 46 of 24. A great contest here at 11.50 runs per over. 7 wickets in hand is the advantage for the Thunders. So last 4 overs, the entire climax will be unfolding in the last 4 overs. 2 very good batters who have got a lot of runs in this MCL season 11 so far. The left-hander, the big left-hander, the strong, mighty Ved Mamre, as well as the beautiful timer Roshan Naik, both in the crease. Good partnership so far, and Adit Prabhugaonkar with the ball. Played with soft hands and gets a single. I think it's going to be Roshan now who is going to take on Aditya Prabhugaonkar because he's batting on 23. He looks a little tired there. And they want Ved Mamre to get his 35. Our chance had gone down at the long on region of Aditya Prabhugaonkar earlier on. It was dropped by Shailesh Redkar. But here is once again they are up against each other, slightly wide. Surprised there, Adit, but I think definitely it was outside the guideline. But not a bad idea. You might be thinking that he was just, just getting the little outswingers shape away. He's floating it out there. It's in the air. It will be a difficult chance. Let's see. Brilliant effort, but 2 runs. Can't blame the fielder there. He was down very close to the rope. You expect to save the boundaries at this point of time. And see, he has almost come at the edge of that inner ring. And fabulous effort there from Abhishek Goyal, although it was a drop chance. That's what you require from the Royals camp. The chances will come that way. Belted down the ground, smacked it. And might be looking for a couple of runs. Just a slight fumble is enough to pick up couple, as Ved is the one who is quite fresh and who is quite agile as well. So he just turns around easily for the 2, and Roshan Naik moves on to 27. Still it's the match of the Thunders. I feel still the key is Ved Mamre. That's played the square leg region, finding the fielder in the deep. Adit is just trying to keep it outside the line of off stump, so the batters have to fetch it. If they're bowling straight, they can actually find the gaps easily. So once you are fetching it from outside, you're not getting the best connect. 129 for 3. So far, so good. Ved Mamre will he be taking the charge against Adit Prabhugaonkar. Finally, we are out. The difference is going to be the striking here. He goes and he goes long. There's a man down deep. Oh my gosh, there's one more drop chance. Can you believe that? Not a best effort here. Well, he should have come more towards the ball. Adit created one more chance of Ved Mamre, and I think this is the turning point. This drop chance is the turning point of this game. The Royals, you've got to have the best fielders in the catching position, and this was a simple take, I feel. I think it's the fielding that is letting down the Royals here. It's picked away on the leg side. Will it be stopped? Yeah, very well fielded. Couple of runs taken. Good throw from in the deep, but 2 runs can't be saved. So a chance has gone down, and most importantly, it is of Ved Mamre. Marks the end of over number 17. 132 for 3. So exactly 12 runs per over required. 36 needed in 18 balls. They need a big over. Roshan Naik is batting on 30, and Ved Mamre batting on 19 of 11. Yeah, another pulsating clash here at MCL Season 11, enthralling everyone. The best aspect of cricket is all about the small battles and the fights that we have seen between both these teams, matching each other very well. And that's not the best of the ball. He's not having a good time today. He's conceded 13 runs, in fact 14 runs of the first over, straight on both sides of the wicket, and now he's been brought back. They feel that Rohit is a better option than Venkat, and not trying any new option here. So the Aditya Angle is feeling that I have to bowl these 2 overs from Rohit Salgaonkar, and he's not going for a new option. Let's see. Straight over the top. He's having a bad day today. It's right in the slot and right out of the park. And is an amazing hit. It's 36 runs and he heads back. That is what they required from Roshan Naik. A strong finish, and he has definitely done so. 139 for 3. Roshan Naik gets 36 and has done a good job here. So he's got 7 runs. And that is the Paul Fernandes making his entry into the middle. Good innings once again, back-to-back 30s. He's been consistent. He's been striking it well, and he's been finishing the job here for himself to get to us 35. Excellent from Roshan Naik. 139 for 4. So 7 runs have been taken off the first 2 balls. It's 12 needed every over. Quite possible. With Wayne Mamre in the crease, it's quite possible. And that's why I say that drop chance of Rohit Salgaonkar or from the bowling of Adit Prabhu Gaonkar might be just a turning point. Not connecting it so well. Yeah, right hand throw. Because fall is not the quickest. You can see Ved is easily jogging for the singles and doubles. Still a match on, I'm telling you. If still Ved Mamre departs here, then it's not going to be easy for the new batters. You can see size definitely strikes well. He's got a good connect. And so can be said about Dr. Rohan Badwe. But when you are coming new onto the crease, just timing the ball straight away doesn't work in leather ball cricket. Poor bowling. Down the leg side. Well, if he just gets bat onto it, he is certainly going to get a boundary with the pace of the bowler. And that's what he has done. He's not been consistent. He's not been accurate enough. Which was required. I think he's the... if you talk about entire bowling, apart from him, entire other bowling options were pretty good. So he's considered 23 of just the 9 balls he has bowled. Has chipped in the air, but falling short of the fielder. And it's another one. Single run. Taking the game deep for the Royals is much better, because you never know. Once you take the game deep and into the last over, even if 10 runs are required, it might not be easy. If the chances come your way, especially of Ved Mamre and new batters coming onto the crease, it might just be contest. That's sliced. That's an outside edge, and that goes for 4 runs. You can't blame anyone. This is the time that you need to flash hard, and that's what Paul Fernandes has done. Rohit Salgaonkar has been totally off color today. Although I can't blame him for this particular shot. He's floated out there. But still it was in the slot. Lot of runs has been considered in this over from the bat. He's leaked I think plenty of runs today. 14 so of the first over and 14 so far of his second over with the ball left. That's in the air, and it should be a chance. And it's taken easily. That's the end of Paul Fernandes. Important is the dot ball. Rohit Salgaonkar into the wickets, and Aditya Angle, one of the safest around. So does it easily in the end. Very, very best technique or good technique from Aditya Angle to take such a high catches. Finally, a wicket as well as a dot ball. 18 overs gone, 146 for 5 and 22 runs needed of last 12 balls. With Sudhir Sheth walking in. What a big call here. What a big call. He is, in fact, the skipper of Royals has bowled 3 overs and he is giving a over, the 4th one, to Adit Prabhugaonkar. He believes that Adit is the one that can just strike the right chord for us. So far, he has been really good. 20 runs and a wicket. So Aditya Angle is not bowling. Adit Prabhugaonkar is the option that he was chosen. The man with the golden arm, can he do it one more time for the Royals? He certainly has done it with the bat, contributed with the ball by taking the important wicket. 2 chances has gone down, mind you. 2 chances have gone down. One of Roshan Naik at the long on region and one of Ved Mamre, 2 of the most important players of this camp of Thunders. And now he has been asked to bowl that 4th over for him and the penultimate over. Can he keep anything more than 12 runs in the last over? Here comes Adit. Ved will be looking to strike big one. That's in the air. Too much of weight and slice it away for 4 runs. Well, I don't blame Adit Prabhugaonkar. He saw the batter charging, trying to keep it away, but he's a strong man and a tall man and has a big reach. And that's why he reached it and sliced it towards the backward point for 4 runs. Good start. 150 up here for the Thunders. So Ved Mamre, I always say, becomes the key in the run chase. His presence and his striking abilities can get this asking run rate down drastically. He wants to make the things much easy here for the other batters around. Wanted to begin the very first ball. Looking to time the ball, looking to pick up a couple of runs. And pushing for 2. Easy 2 runs in the end. It's always easy when you take the first run fast. You've got a pretty decent runner as the skipper, Sudhir Sheth. You can't blame the bowler. So far, both the balls are pretty well. Just looking for rub of the green going in the Royals' favour. That was that a chance? Is going on top. Well, they are appealing for the catch. Definitely not hit anything. And the keeper has stumped it. Adit Prabhugaonkar, everyone is animated here on this ground at MCC. This is a absolutely electrifying clash between the 2 top teams of MCL Season 11. Adit Prabhugaonkar is all punching. What has happened over there? Jude Cardozo, the keeper. So looks touch and go here. Looks touch and go. Let's see whether it's going in favor of the batter. Adit Prabhugaonkar has bowled a dot ball, going for the mighty swing there. And just out of the crease. Well taken by Jude Cardozo behind. Has he taken a little bit of extra time to take the bails off? So not out, and Ved Mamre strays. It was touch and go, but bat was slightly inside that popping crease. That was good enough for the match referee Dheeraj Narvekar, who has had a fabulous time. Not the easiest of the match for any match referee, but he has handled the things very well. Dheeraj Narvekar, great job by him as a match referee. And now we are in with 16 runs needed of the last 9 balls. Straight back past the bowler. And it's been fielded there, but it was struck so powerfully. You can't blame the fielder at the long one. It was travelling at the rate of knots. What a match. What a match this is. 29 of 17. There is still a lot to play in this game. 14 runs needed of the last 8. 8 runs have been taken. In fact, 1 shot. 1 shot. Can you believe that? So now it will be 15 runs needed. 15 runs needed of the last 8. All these things are going to matter in the end. He's looking for the big one. That one big one. That is the one. That is the one. No, there's a fielder down there. He's been taken. He's been taken. Can you believe he doesn't strike? He doesn't connect well. And the catch taken by Siddhit Peraturkar. Finally, the man with the golden arm, Adit Prabhagaonkar, gets rid of the dangerous man with Mamre as he departs. What a match and what a performance by Adit Prabhagaonkar. Once again trying to launch himself. He didn't get the connect, and it's the Royals at the top in this game. And the Aditya Angle, I need to appreciate this brilliant keeper's captaincy role from Aditya Angle to give the ball straight away to Aditya Prabhagaonkar rather than himself, in spite of having tremendous experience. And certainly he has delivered the knockout punch. Ved Mamre departs on 28 of 18. And there walks the co-owner of the team, is Saish Mamre, as 15 runs needed of the last 7. 15 needed of last 7. Well, this season of MCL is getting better than IPL. So many thrilling contests, close games, ties that are absolutely pulsating. It's going one side at one moment, and suddenly next you lose a wicket and you lose the plot. I expected this clash. Between the top two teams. Thunders, they're still in this game, one hit away, and both the batters are on duck. They are not out. They are yet to open their account. Sudhir Sheth, the captain, and the owner, Saish Mamre. And here comes the last ball from Aditya Prabhagaonkar. Has floated it outside. Odd ball, just inside the guideline. Saish Mamre is still looking at the umpire's call, and umpire feeling it just within the guideline marked. 19 overs done and 153 for 6. What a spell of bowling there from, just inside. Very good call there from the umpire. Just inside. Adit Prabhagaonkar, 27 he has considered and picked up 2 crucial wickets. He could have picked up more if the fielders had helped him. Now he's keeping 15 runs. So very good over rate maintained here by the Royals, and no penalty imposed here in the last over. And it's going to be Venkat Biche. Can you believe he's bowling at a time? He's got to bowl the last over. He has not bowled so far in this entire game, and Aditya Angle still has the tenacity to give a bowl to him. And that is what I was telling off color for Rohit Salgaonkar today. And Aditya feels that I think this is the best option for me. Saish is taking his thigh guard off because he wants to run hard. $15 runs needed. Such a outstanding game of cricket. Wow, that everyone will be pleased who are watching on live on Goa Livecast, and also listening to the commentary. Definitely there will be a lot of inputs to be given by many of the cricket experts later on. Here comes the last over. That's straight over the top. There might be another chance coming the way, and it's been taken. They are taking the catches. Venkat Biche strikes. Is the captain departs, and it's the Royals on top of the game. Super show here from the Royals and the last leg. And now the Thunders are crumbling very fast. This keeper departs on a golden duck. Is 7th wicket taken by the Royals. 153 for 7, and still 15 runs needed of the last 5. Venkat Biche once again. And that's missed. That's stumping. Is it stumping there? Back-to-back wickets here. I think Jude Cardozo What fast hands there from the wicket keeper. 2 wickets in 2 balls, and Thunders have really lost it. Amazing. I just love the glove work here from Jude Cardozo. Royals are playing a royal game here and a royal finish for them. 2 wickets in 2 balls. What a change here from Aditya Angle. He's done nothing wrong today as a skipper. All the cards that he has played has perfectly gone right. On a hat-trick, Venkat Biche. Can you believe Rohit Salgaonkar was taken out of the attack, and the only over that Venkat has to bowl, he is on a hat-trick. There's another dot ball, and this might be a run out on the cards, and he misses it. He throws it, and a late call from Venkat Biche. Never mind, just a single. Never mind, just a single. Here comes the last 3 balls. Saish Mamre. And this is just going to be a single. He's saying just, I'm not going to run because I am with the best chance. Can they have literally done it over here? Now 14 runs needed off the 2 balls. What an over from Venkat Biche. He will always remember and cherish. Well, he's not in the camp of the Knights where most of his teammates are. But he certainly will be showing them. Yeah, I can still play well, mates. In auctions, you can't be a certain sure shot plays, but Venkat has definitely contributed, and this is a big contribution from him. Big contribution in the victory of the team. Even if with 15 runs, when you are asked to bowl just 1 over in the entire game, and that's the most important over, I think it just needs to be applauded here. And that's the boundary. That's the boundary. That doesn't matter at this stage. Royals have won a royal game here. Great show of strength, and the mighty Royals have beaten the Thunders in a very pulsating clash, matching each other every time. And this is going to be one match that will be remembered and cherished by the Royals camp. Now they are on top. They have overtaken the Thunders in the number of victories. 5 victories for the Royals out of the 6 games, and they are on number 1 spot MCL season 11. I just loved my time in the commentary box to just witness one of the finest games. Although you feel that this is a number that is almost 8 runs away from the target, but this could be anyone's victory. Just that moment of brilliance required from the bowler, and I think it is Adit Prabhugaonkar today. What a day he has been having. He has performed with the bat with 33, quick fire 33, and then coming and chipping with crucial wickets, and that golden man, the golden arm has certainly done the job. Fabulous captaincy from Aditya Angle, rotating the bowlers around, making the right changes, and that's what has made the difference. He'll be very pleased with the performance of the Royals today. It's not a very imposing total of 167 runs, but I think credit must be given to the captain and entire team. They hung on tightly, hung on themselves, and finally winning an incredible game. See you in the presentation. So welcome everyone for the presentation ceremony here for an amazing game of cricket just now witnessed between the Royals and the Thunders. The top two teams clashing each other, locking horns, and expected a close tie. And it was keenly fought contest. You never knew until the last over who is going to be the winner. And finally, it's the Royals hanging on tightly with the bowling changes and the fielding brilliance, and finally winning it by 8 runs. So let me invite the chief guest for today's function is Rohit Mishra. Rohit Mishra, the member of MCC as well as a well-renowned face. I request Anup Burkar, the secretary of MCC, to kindly escort Rohit Mishra here in the presentation arena. Welcome Rohit Mishra ji for this presentation ceremony here. We witnessed a pulsating clash, absolutely brilliant, which was going up and down in both the teams. And now may I request the captain of the Thunder, Sudhir Sheth, to have a word with us. Well, hard luck, doesn't matter, but we saw a wonderful game of cricket. We expected, because both the teams matched each other in bowling, fielding and the batting department, and it has happened in the same way. What do you think just was the turning point that could have gone in your favor, because the match went almost in the last over?
Yeah, I think we gave away around 20 runs too many. Should have been a little tighter on our bowling. Batting wise, we knew it's a tough total. We still fancied when we were 94 of the last 10 overs. 1 or 2 overs here and there didn't go our way. That's okay. But I think we should have bowled a little better and maybe restricted them to somewhere around 150. That would have been an ideal score on this wicket.
Yes, but having said that, 167, if any side can fancy the chances, it's going to be Thunders, because you are batting deep down. Until Ved Mamre was there on the crease, it was just one shot away. The entire game was just one shot away, which didn't happen.
I know. But yeah, you're right that Ved kept us in the game till he got out. But, some of our fielding also didn't go well. Some fielding mistakes here and there. So we thought, see, they have a good bowling side. They are one of the better bowling sides. And it's not like, 167 against any other team. Against Royals, it's a good, fair total. They can defend it. And I think we'll work on this and come back stronger next game.
Hard luck, Sudhir Sheth. That's an amazing game of cricket witnessed between both the teams, and better luck for the last game.
Thank you.
That was the captain of Thunders, Sudhir Sheth. Now may I invite Adi Tangli. What a beautiful game of cricket, and really appreciate your bowling changes. The main change was what I felt. You kept yourself away. You have got the more experience. You played at the highest level. You're getting the turn. You're bowling well. But still, you give the ball in the hand of Adit Prabhugaonkar in the most important over, and he delivered.
That's because, Adi doesn't turn the ball much. He bowls it a little straighter, and I turn. So there are a lot of chances of getting me hit with the turn, because it's normally that way. So the ball going straight, it's difficult to hit. So Adi does the job for me always. He's been doing this for the last 3 matches, so I'm banking on him.
Yes, and I'm telling you, the difference was also the captaincy role. It was very tough. It was going up and down. The partnerships were going even for the Thunders. And you got to think overtime there. What are the bowling changes I have to get? What are the fielding changes? And I think this would have been overall the toughest captaincy experience which you delivered, I feel.
Certainly, because they had 3 or 4 good batters who could score 35. I mean, one could score 40. So I think, the bowling changes, definitely it takes a toll. But I think bowlers delivered. That is more important. I may do the changes, but if bowlers don't deliver, my captaincy makes no sense. So I think it's all credit to bowlers. They bowled right at the right time.
And also Venkat Biche coming into bowl the last over, I expected, because Rohit was not having a great day today, off color as far as bowling is concerned, and just giving 1 over, that the last over, Venkat Biche, and he delivered with 2 wickets of the very 2 balls. So it speaks volumes about your team.
Certainly, I think that credit I should give to Viju, because I totally forgotten about. I was not considering him as a bowler bowling today, because but fine. Rohit was not. I think he was limping for some time, so I thought why not go with Venkat? And Venkat has always delivered in the that overs. Maybe he might get hit in the power play, but he's always delivered in the that overs. So I thought, why not give it a try? So he delivered again.
I actually have a lot to talk about this game, but cutting it short, now you are sitting pretty at the top because you have beaten one of the best sides in this competition. 5 wins. Royals have qualified, the first team to qualify. How is the feeling now?
We'll just take game by game. I mean, we're not thinking about what happened in the history. Let's go match by match. We'll try to win the next match also and the next match also. We'll just focus on the process. The results will take place by itself. We'll do the process well.
Yes, congratulations, Adi Tangle, and thank you very much for having a word with us.
Thank you so much.
So that's it, Adi Tangle. But now it's time to announce the player of the match. And certainly, I'm telling you, what a amazing turnaround when 5 wickets had got down and there were 2 wickets in the successive balls. And suddenly you see the changes there and keeping himself very calm, composed, and then accelerating, right acceleration, and once again delivering with the ball. It is certainly called the perfect T20 performance here to back player of the match. It goes to my friend Adit Prabhugaonkar. So he'll be picking his player of the match award. Second in a row. He has not got many before, but he's now got 2 for the victory of the Royals camp. And here is Rohit Mishra ji is going to present this. Adi, what a good time you are having this season, MCL season 11. And that was a tough time for you in batting because you lost, I think, Abhishek Goyal as well as Adit of the successive balls. And both were very new onto the crease. You and I think Shailesh Redkar. Wonderful partnership that was. What was you were talking at that point of time? The momentum was in towards the Thunders.
First of all, I was very happy today to bat in those upper overs. So when I went to bat, Shailu was there. He had not faced even a single ball. So when I went, Shailu told me, let's take it by singles. Let's try to score in some 7-8 runs over. And let's hit that 150 mark. And then we can try to capitalize. So that was the idea. That's what we tried to do.
And what a confidence that your captain has. You're done with the bat. Still, it was not a very high total. Because Thunders have a very strong, formidable batting lineup to chase this one. They were well on course. It was very, very close tie. And I think the difference today was your bowling. You just kept it very simple. And captain keeping himself away and giving you the ball in that 4-over spell, I think speaks volume about his captaincy as well as the confidence on you.
As we all know, Adi has been a fantastic captain. We have been playing cricket since childhood together. And he knows my important points, and he knows where I can give my best. My job was very simple. I just wanted to bowl in the right areas and let the batsmen take their chances. So that's what I just stuck to the basics, and that's what I did today.
And last to sum up, I think if anyone talks about T20 cricket, you are playing a lot of cricket at MCL and other competition as well. This, I think, is the perfect contribution, a perfect performance for any player to clinch player of the match. Contribution with the ball, contribution in the fielding, contribution with the bat. And that's what you want as a cricketer.
True that, because as a all-rounder, you would always want to score some good runs, put that big totals, help your team be in a good position. When it comes to fielding, you want to save those singles or doubles and, give your best. And when you have the ball, as I said, bowl in the right areas and, just do the justice, just do what is asked, you are asked to do by your captain.
Well, when the time is good, you always enjoy. It's time for you to enjoy now back there. So thank you, Adit Prabhugaonkar. And now he is also going to be presented with the blue cap because he is the leading wicket taker in this season 11 for the Royals camp. With 11 wickets, he is now on top. What a performance, what a time, MCL season 11 for Adit Prabhugaonkar. He is doing no wrong today as well as nothing wrong in this entire season 11. Perfect day for Adit Prabhugaonkar and the Royals. A royal victory for them, and congratulations from everyone's behalf. Commiserations to the losing side. And that's it from the presentation arena from Harish Kakodkar. I'll see you later on for the next game between the Avengers.